Soldier? Are you hurt? Can you understand me?
Shell shock? Maybe. Or some injury we can't see.
All is well, soldier. Come. Come with me. I am a daughter of our martyred lady. I am the flame that wreaths the Emperor's blade. I am his holy vessel. I am her sacred wrath.
What you are, sister, is surrounded.
The region that would become known as the Pariah Nexus earned its dread reputation when all outbound communications were suddenly silenced. Something had smothered the entire region's connection to the warp, making the ability to send astropathic messages functionally impossible. No Tyranid splinter fleets had been reported in that sector, making the cause of the psychic silence a symptom often associated with the oppressive shadow of the hive mind, even more mysterious. In truth, the visionary, Cryptek Eliminor Xeros, had erected a great network of blackstone pylons at waypoints all across the outlying systems in order to suppress the effects of the warp. However, none knew of his presence or fell purpose. Yet this disturbing turn of events had nonetheless unsettled the one being in the Imperium with both the foresight to see it growing and the authority to act upon this danger. At the command of Robut Gilliman, the largest gathering of Imperial might since the Great Crusade set forth across the stars from the Sol system to aid a beleaguered Imperium still reeling from the disastrous aftermath of the Cicatrix Maledictum. One of the Crusade's battle groups, Calidus, was tasked with entering the Pariah Nexus and investigating the cause of this warp silence. When the group arrived at the edge of the zone of silence, the fleet's navigators and astropaths could not perceive what lay within the Pariah Nexus, describing a shimmering veil of mist that hung in front of their psychic sight. Task Force 3, led by a veteran force of Ultramarines, was dispatched to investigate and made planetfall upon the mining world of Vertigus II. Disturbingly, the Ultramarines found no trace of the planet's many millions of inhabitants, not even within the capital of Metalis, and then they were beset by an unnatural feeling of unease. The Necrons came for them. With the source of the eerie silence in the Pariah Nexus revealed at last, the military elements of Task Force 3 immediately set about engaging the Necron force. But as they pushed further and further into the zone of silence, the full magnitude of what they were facing became more apparent. A new and terrifyingly powerful Necron empire had emerged, and they had a master plan to purge all life from the galaxy, leaving the immortal androids to inherit the stars once again. So this is basically the backdrop to what is happening in this sector of space. The Pariah Nexus is interesting because there's a lot of lore and a lot of, I guess, game story elements already set afoot to this. There was a kill team supplement that pit the Ultramarines against the Necrons that you can play out. I think this was like the first time you could use heavy intercessors or get them anywhere. So this was pretty big. You could also say the Pariah Nexus kind of also helped create the starter set for 9th edition, the Indomitus box set, which was highly sought after. And then clearly we can see that it is also being further established with the Warhammer Plus animated show Pariah Nexus. So the show is pretty amazing. There's only 3 episodes, which kind of sucks. All in all, they're about 20-ish minutes long, so you get an hour of really good animation about a Necron world, or I guess you could say a human world that has now been overcome by the Necrons, and you see the aftermaths of the Ultramarines and the Necron fighting. So there are some stragglers still alive. You do see a Sister of Silence in there. You've got some Salamander Space Marines in there, and of course you got the Necrons fighting. So I really recommend you guys check out this animation because it's really, really well done. Unfortunately, a lot of people are going to go ahead and try and compare this to Astartes. Astartes is the tip of the iceberg. It is the pinnacle of 40K animations, and nothing has come close, in my opinion, to kind of, give us the feeling we got when we saw it. Because the atmosphere was amazing, the brutality of the Space Marine was amazing. It was perfect storytelling because they told the story with very minimal words. It is a good example of show not tell, and Astartes is just amazing. However, with Pariah Nexus, you get pretty close. You do get a few awkward instances of like the lore, and sometimes the mouth flaps don't match up to what the characters are saying. But all in all, you could look past these little discrepancies and really get an entertaining feel of what Warhammer 40K is through this type of animation. This is the same animation that was used in the trailer for the 9th edition Space Marines versus Necrons that they showed off. So it's really good animation, and it's brutal. You do see a little bit of what like Sisters of Battle go through and how they try to like cope and manage the stress of it all. You also see a Salamander, and it's really amazing to see how they fight, how they adapt. And then they're fighting against like the Necrons, which are just basically androids. They do have some personality, which was interesting to see, because they're not just like mindless, drones. But yeah, you get a little bit of a taste of what the Necrons are like. So all in all, this is a really good series, a good animation. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. It's all out right now in Warhammer Plus. So if you want to go ahead and support GW, let them know like, hey, I like what you guys are doing, keep doing it. I believe it's only like $5 or $6 a month. But again, you could pretty much binge everything that is on Warhammer Plus in a month. So at the very least, pay the $5-6, watch everything they have. And you'll get your money's worth from that month. But I'd say that's probably it. Regardless, there are other ways to watch it, so a pirate's life for me. But anyways, that's everything I wanted to talk about the Pariah Nexus. Just kind of give you a little bit of a inkling as to what to expect, set the stage for this new animation. So go ahead and check it out. And yeah, that's all I got for today, guys. As always, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Support the channel, and we'll be here each and every day giving you videos for Warhammer 40K as well as Halloween-themed videos. They've already been coming out, and we got more to come. This has been the Silent Alchemist, part of One Mind Syndicate, and I'll be catching you guys in the next one.
Oh, if you could put my